Happy New Year, everybody. We've almost made it. Just a few more days left in the year, and I'm doing what a lot of us are doing, and reflecting on the past year, taking a look back at different adventures and activities, and some of the gear that stood out on those rides. So I'm going to take a look at the 7 items that really stood out as the best products of the year. These are products that changed how I ride, how I think about riding, or things that I think really impact the industry as a whole. I attempted to order this list, so number 1 is clearly my favorite child on the list. But really, they're all my favorite children, and I have no favorites. I bet many of you who have been following the channel can guess what product I put as number 1. Go ahead, put your guess in the comments below, and let's see if you were right. But first, we got to work our way there. The first item on the list, coming in at number 7, isn't there because it's my least favorite by any means, but more because it's a little boring. We're talking a heart rate monitor strap. This is the Wahoo Trackr heart rate monitor, and it just works. It's super comfortable, and it's actually the most comfortable heart rate strap I've ever used. So once I put it on, I forget it's there entirely. Doesn't impact my breathing. Even if I get it cinched down extra tight, I just don't feel it. It's super comfortable. It's easy to put on, easy to take off, and it stays in place throughout the ride. And the heart rate data, it's accurate. What more do you want? It's a heart rate monitor that works. But its secret sauce is that it's rechargeable instead of using those coin cell batteries that other heart rate monitor straps use. So that's pretty cool, but ultimately it's just an awesome heart rate strap, and it's changed how I feel when I'm riding. Number 6 on the list is my bike of the year. It's an e-bike. It's the Ride1Up CF Racer1. This thing is a sub 30-pound e-bike for only $2,300. It is an amazing deal. Carbon fiber frame, carbon fiber seat post, integrated carbon fiber stem and handlebar. This thing is super lightweight, and it rides like a dream. It's not a perfect bike, but it's darn close. And at that price, it's a steal. I would expect to pay easily $5,000 for this bike, and wouldn't be surprised if someone paid $10,000 for a similar bike. It is that good. So it has a 40-mile range, but you can push it well beyond that because it's so lightweight. You can ride it without any pedal assist, and it just rides like a normal bike. Turn on the pedal assist for those hills, turn it off for the rest of the ride, and you can go for hundreds of miles with ease. The CF Racer1 features a SRAM Rival 11-speed drivetrain and brakes, plus it has a Bafang 250-watt hub motor with 42 Nm of torque. You can let the motor pull you up the hills, or with an 1142 cassette, you can pedal up most anything. This is a truly capable gravel bike ready for any adventure, both short and long. On this channel, I absolutely love bike computers. And a couple months ago, I introduced you to the iGPSPORT BSC 300. It is a super affordable yet super functional bike computer that does everything probably 90% of you ever want. I love it, it's super powerful, and at just $150, it is a bargain. What more could you ask for? Well, iGPSPORT just introduced the BSC 300T. That T stands for a touchscreen. They added a touchscreen that's brighter and more saturated than the older BSC 300. But they did more. It boots faster, which is amazing because the BSC 300 already booted crazy fast. The touch version boots even faster. This is the fastest booting computer from complete off that I've ever seen anywhere. They did some other things, updated the graphics on the bezel to make it a little cleaner. They moved the charging port from the back to the bottom. They added features like weather, and they also added some additional themes. It's also got a louder beep, so it's now much more audible when you go off route. It is just all around an incremental improvement, and it is my pick for number 5 on the list. The BSC 300T is just an amazing bike computer, and still just $150. Number 4 on the list is something I never knew I wanted, now I can't live without. We're talking about the Flextail Zero Pump. This little guy right here, 1.2 ounces, is perfect for inflating sleeping pads. That's all it does. It won't pump up a tire, won't pump anything else up, but it's designed exclusively for your sleeping pad. Now, carrying something dedicated for that purpose seems a little odd for a weight weenie like myself, where I will go out of my way to carry as little as possible. But this thing always joins me on a trip. That seems worthy of the list. When I set up camp each night, I know I don't have to put out any effort to pump up my pad. Sure, breath works, but taking the time and energy to blow it up, I just want to go to sleep. I plug this into my pad, turn it on, and a few seconds later, I am ready to sleep. I absolutely love it and will never camp without it again. If you haven't already, please click like and subscribe. It really does help out the channel. And to help even more, please watch this video all the way to the end. The YouTube algorithm absolutely loves that. That would really help out this video. Thank you. This is my first time talking about number 3 on the list at all. Yet it's been lurking in the corner right there for quite some time. We're talking about the Panaracer Gravelking X1 tires. These things are absolutely amazing. I don't know how they work, but they have more traction and less rolling resistance than pretty much any other tire in their line. This center tread pattern kind of looks like a set of kanji characters, but they insist it's not. I don't speak Japanese, so I'll take their word for it. It provides fantastic rolling resistance on gravel or pavement, and then when you lean into a corner, these side knobs really grip in and give you that traction you need to get rowdy when you need it and go fast when you don't. It is the perfect blend tire, great for touring or gravel racing and everything in between. This is my new go-to tire. The X1, like all the Gravelkings, comes in 2 different casings, standard and plus. The plus gives you a little extra puncture protection, and that's generally what I prefer. And you can get the X1 in 35, 40, and my favorite, 45 millimeter sizes. All right, this is a little weird, but I'm a little weird, so bear with me. On my list, I have 2 bike computers. We already talked about the BSC 300T, which is a great value computer, but there's also the Coros Dura. This is number 2 on my overall list. This thing is amazing. It has the battery life beyond anything I've ever seen in any other bike computer. They promise up to 120 hours of battery life, and that's before the solar panel kicks in and charges it. So theoretically, you can get unlimited battery life out of this guy. So that's a bold claim, and honestly, I don't care. I don't think I'll ever get unlimited battery life, especially living in the Pacific Northwest, but I get amazing battery life. I still am at 20% charge. Last ride I did a 10-hour ride, started with 40% and finished that ride with 25% battery. That's insane. So whether the promise of 120 hours of battery life is true or the promise of unlimited battery life with solar is true, I don't know. It's just amazing battery life. You can go for days, weeks, or even months without charging this. Let's see any other bike computer do that. This is truly groundbreaking technology here. The best part is it has all the capabilities you expect from a high-end bike computer. So it works with all my sensors, including radar, and I can navigate with turn-by-turn directions. It does everything I need from a bike computer and more, and all that for just $250. So the Coros Dura has better battery life by far than anything else out there on the market, and it has all the core features you expect from any other bike computer. I love this thing. It's my new go-to bike computer. Good luck prying it out of my cold, dead hands. All right, we've come to that point. Number 1 on the list. I've already covered 5 amazing products. There's 1 more. And were you able to guess it? That's right. We're talking about the Cycplus AS2 Pro. This is another one of those things I didn't really believe I wanted or needed. I had seen them around and thought, I have a hand pump. Why do I need it? This has changed my life forever. I never use my hand pump. I never use my floor pump at home. I use this to inflate my tires 100% of the time now. I love it. When I get a flat out on the trail, I pull this out to inflate, get back going right away. So I'm pretty lazy. I'll venture out on rides without checking my tire pressure ahead of time, only to realize they're running too soft. This happens all too often. With a traditional hand pump, I would rather ride that low tire and get a suboptimal ride experience than stop and actually pump it up. Again, because I'm lazy. But with this, stopping and topping off my tires is effortless enough that I do it. So despite my lazy tendencies, I'm able to get a better ride because I'm willing to stop and use this. Also, this beats out CO2. CO2 is way faster, but I would always save my CO2 for that catastrophic event where I needed to reseat the bead. So I would never use it because that catastrophic event would never actually happen. With this, I can use it anytime I want, whether I'm topping off my tire or I need to fix a complete flat. It is great for both. Beats out the floor pump, beats out the hand pump, and beats out CO2. This is all I use anymore. Anyone want to buy a floor pump? So there you have it. Amazing products that have really impacted my riding. I absolutely love all of these. And if you're interested in any of these products, I've made it super simple for you. There are links in the description. All those links are affiliate links, and they do help out the channel at no cost to you. I hope you found this list helpful, and I'm super curious. What did I miss? What would you put on your list if you were putting together your top gear list for the year? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the trails.